There it is. There it is. I knew I was waiting for it. There it is. Yup. 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 How do you want it? How do you feel? Coming up isn't again the casket. I represent the fast lane, all for real. How do you want it? How do you feel? Coming up isn't... What's good, ladies and gentlemen, the S&J Nation? It's your boy S&J. I just dropped my single On Go with Smoke Perp and Dizzy 8.
Still be late. I'm rockin' rig that you never seen. Brand new Glock, got a green bean. Brand new XD red beam. My new bitch on the cover of Maybelline.
Screwing the G, up in this bitch. Master Roshi homies walking with sticks.
Make sure y'all go check that out. The link will be in the pinned comment. Easy Mills just dropped a new song. Actually, it's with TOFA, featuring Easy Mills, and it's Stop Asian Hate. And Easy, you know, it's dope that he made a song about this. And you know, we don't stand for none of that hating of. We don't stand for none of that. You feel me? You know what I mean? This hits closer to me than a lot of y'all will probably understand for the time being. But yeah, nah. I'm the type, I catch you saying, you know, just don't come around me thinking that if you gonna say something wild, try to say something about wild like Asians, just look at it like you saying something wild about like my family too. So just know I'm dropping shit. Yeah, man. Yeah, factoid. So shout out to my people all across the seas. Shout out to the Philippines. Shout out to all the Asians in the world. Shout out to everybody. Shout out to especially the Asians right now, because in America too, because y'all are going through a lot of BS. And as a black man in America, I know what that's like. So here we go. Stop Asian hate. I can't believe niggas even gotta say that, but you gotta say Black Lives Matter, so I do believe people can say that. You still have to say that. A public service announcement by the TOFA Awards.
We all know the violent acts that have been targeted against Filipino seniors, Mel Quintana and Vilma Cali. There is no doubt that their race was their face.
When I was slashed inside the train, I cried for help, but nobody helped me. So I was a victim twice. First, by the person who slashed my face, and secondly, by the people who just watched me.
I'm the daughter of Vilma Carey, the woman who was attacked while walking to church near Times Square simply for being Asian. I ask that we share the sense of community with one another.
I'm really dismayed.
Yeah, nah, it's hard for me to watch this type of... It really is. I stay away from the video clips that people be posting on social media. I stay away from all of those, all of them. Everything from clips like this to when Nipsey Hussle passed and and people was posting that video and picture of FBG Duck. Like, I try to stay away from that stuff because it be messing me up for a while. When it come to like seeing stuff like that, I'm not good at it. So pardon me for pausing, but
with all the hate crimes that are going on right now against Asian Americans.
When the economy is in trouble in the United States and millions of Americans are out of work, people who look different from the white majority become the scapegoats of that period.
While we know that racism against the API community long predates the pandemic,
it happened in 1882 with the Chinese Exclusion Act, after Chinese from China helped build the Intercontinental Railroad.
That's a very American thing to do. You bring in a group of people, you know, especially in American history, you bring in a group of people, a race, to do work, and then when they done doing that work, or while they're doing the work, you treat them as less than human, or you literally treat them like they're not welcome. You know, the parallel is crazy. I hope people are opening their eyes to this. You know, I think it's also crazy that there were Asian internment camps, like, in America at a time. There's literally camps that Asian Americans had to go to. Like, it gets wicked, bruh. If you know your history, it gets wicked.
Hatred against the Asian community is hatred against humanity.
It happened in February 1942, 2 months after Pearl Harbor, when the 120,000 Japanese Americans were placed in concentration camps right here in the United States.
That's exactly what I was talking
simply
about.
because they are of Japanese ancestry.
So it breaks my heart to see all of the violent crimes being committed against the Asian American people.
It happened to Filipino farmers in 1930 in Watsonville, California, when there was 5 days of race riots directed after Filipino farmers and resulting in several injured Filipinos and a Filipino farm worker shot to death.
It's just not right. And I hate the fact that now I feel afraid, not only for myself, but for my family, and especially for my children.
And now, the violence...
Yeah, that is something like, as a black person, that's how I've always felt, you know? But I'm also not one of those people who tries to compare struggles. Struggle is what struggle is what struggle is, especially something like this. But hearing her say, now I feel not safe. This country can make it where, you know, it could get dark and make it where someone like me, I haven't felt safe in this country. I just say it wasn't any time recent at all. I don't know if I ever have. You feel me? But I just think minorities especially should stick together. Asians and blacks at a time like this, we gotta stick together. Historically, Asians and blacks don't have the greatest, we do, but then we don't at the same time. Like, if you look at historically, we've had issues, but I think this is a good time to come together, man. There's always, like, you go to any hood, you go to any predominantly black community, you're gonna see Asian stores there, you're gonna see Asian people there. Facts. A lot of Asian communities too, vice versa.
Asian Americans in general and Filipino Americans in particular. It was initiated by the former president when he started calling this deadly pandemic Kung Flu or China virus.
我不是病毒，更不是你发泄不满与愤怒的工具，请停止一切形式的仇恨行为。
We are not a virus. Racism is a virus. We are human beings. You stop all forms of hate and violence against all people. We will no longer remain silent.
Let us not just start the conversation, let us start the motion. For hate stems from fear.
We need to report any injustices that are inflicted upon our community because no one can tell us that we are less or that we do not belong here.
We call on all Americans to speak out strongly against this rising tide of hatred and bigotry. Asian Americans have been a vital part of this nation's history, and they belong here just as much as everybody else who have come from foreign shores and call America their home.
This is our home, too. We deserve to be safe in our communities as we ride the subway, walk to church, walk our dogs, take our children to the park. No matter your country of origin, your native tongue, your immigration status, your age, your gender, or your economic background, we belong here.
My mom Vilma belongs, I belong, we all belong.
It is so important for us to support each other and have each other's backs. And it's also so important for us to stand in solidarity with other communities of color as we all fight against white supremacy and systemic racism.
For long term, we have to teach our children that hate is corrosive of the spirit, that hate destroys the soul of America.
And we are not alone. Our allies stand with us in solidarity and in unity. as we continue to raise our voices to keep public attention focused on stopping this scourge of hate.
Yeah,
we must all remain vigilant.
Screwface cares, don't nobody.
And I hope you'll join me in.
Y'all don't understand, bro. Like some people, I keep my personal life pretty close to myself and stuff like that. But this affects me a lot. This hits very close. You feel me? So I take a personal stake in this. Like, you gonna stop Asian hate. This ain't no, screw trying to be woke. No. You gonna stop it. I'm not asking you, nigga. I'm telling you, son. All right?
And against anti-Asian violence and prejudice.
I urge all Filipino Americans to be vigilant and to learn how to document and de-escalate hate crimes as recommended by the NYPD.
Let's call on elected officials to provide funding and resources to the Asian.
And let's beat some of these niggas' asses. Can that be a part of the?
Let's mobilize together.
And let's beat these niggas. Can we throw that in the game plan somewhere? Can we? And if they, keep messing with it, and let's break their jaw. Can we do? No? Okay, my bad. All right.
Stop Asian racist attack. Filipino lives matter.
And to the non-Asians watching, I implore you to do your part to stop anti-Asian hate. Stop attacks as you see them. Call out anti-Asian racism, even if there are no API folks in the room.
And to our white allies, I want to inspire you to dig deeper because we need more.
Assure your API friends that you will help keep them safe.
Let's all unite together and stop racism.
Let's stand up, show up, and speak up against Asian American hate.
Stop Asian American and Pacific Islander hate.
Let us all stop Asian hate crimes.
Please stop the hate.
Stop. Just stop the hate.
And no matter who are around you, the choice is always clear. Always choose love.
Is my nigga double masked up?
In the end, the true answer is love of neighbor.
Lord Father God, forgive me, for I'm explained too vividly. I don't have enough patience as it is to tell you how it's going down for account with the lives lost in this amount. And now I'm a boss, I'ma make a route, going on toes, making all you shout, training you perfectly to send all the higher ups and a forgettable message, but surgically.
I already feel I'm a bit emotional right now, but I feel like this nigga right here, he's got the same kind of, Easy Mill, my little shooter nigga. So I already know he got this shit. He come from the same cloth as me. The beat energy and everything. I already know what kind of time he on. I feel it.
Send all the higher ups and a forgettable message, but surgically making me pick apart what they want. Cause what if it's murdering me? Cause there's an incredibly high of a chance for it to be meant that I die in a dance just cause I vent and I cry for my friends and family members. Man, try the Asian hate in front of me, I won't even speak. I'll clock you in your kiss.
There it is. There it is. I knew I was waiting for it. There it is. Yup. I love all that. I love that, there's a time for the peace and the kumbaya, and I love it. And that's why you got to give the righteous and the ratchet. What have I been said? The beginning of this whole righteous. That's Martin, That's just, report the hate, come together, da-da-da. This is Malcolm. Cool, love, do all that stuff in the beginning too. But if you got to defend yourself, boy, yeah, I was waiting for this.
Try the Asian hate in front of me, I won't even speak. I'll clock you in your kiss. A little young and you bugging. I'm never letting that agency slide unless I'm seeing you die right in front of my eyes.
Talk crazy, nigga.
Families of victims not because of our pride. And what should exist and just die.
You supposed to talk crazy, nigga. These niggas in here trying to go at your whole race. Trying to wipe. You supposed to go crazy. You supposed to take offense to that. Bro, that's why I made the, I can't remember the name of the song now that I did, I'm Free, bro. Listen back to some of that, bro.
Things not because of our pride. And once it existed, just died.
Damn.
One of my people, cause I'm messing you up. Go and hurt one of my sisters, yeah, I'm messing you up. Go and hurt me and my brothers, man, we messing you up. Asian, hate, yeah, we messing you up.
And he got a super drill ass beat. Some shit Pop could have been on. Rest in peace to the immortal Woo. You niggas talking about, man? Huh? You got me amped now. You got me geeky now, man. Stop Asian hate, man. Shout out to all the Asian Americans. Shout out to all the Asians around the world. Shout out to all my black people all around the world. Shout out to all the races. Shout out to all the people who be oppressed. Shout out to all the people who are fighting for their right just to be them. You feel me? I got your back, bro. Trust me, that shit would never happen around. You just died. Okay, cool. Love y'all. We out. Let me not get myself in trouble.